Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. Online maintenance and service apps, SwiftUI Insight. Today we need to see this here, the login OTP UI. Pop-ups need to develop here. First of all, making here the OTP text fields need to developing, and then after need to pop-up need to develop. First of all, need to see this design inside the XD files. Here, look like this showing here the pop-ups, and this is the white backgrounds, blurry backgrounds need to showing here. We need to making like similar to same UI need to developing here. First of all, now need to develop here the text fields. Now need to create here the common UI and to give this here the new file names and select here the shift UI view and to give this here the name OTP text field and like this creating here, and also make sure so need to old preview codes need to write down first, and then after need to change this here need to write down here the structures OTP text fields underscore preview columns need to preview providers, and we need to write down here the static preview view, and we need to set here OTP text fields like these settings and to show this here the UI. Now here show this UI. Now we need to write down here the one by ones. First of all, we need this here the one binding variables for the txt OTP, and we need to set here the string. Then after another, we need this here the state variables for the placeholder. If you not centering here, then to show like this here the placeholders 0 dash like this. Now by default need to give this here the dash like this at here, and also make sure so need to define here the property. Need to create here the state variables for the static where, and we need to write down here the txt code equal to need to temporarily set two digits, and we need to pass this here the txt OTP and dollars txt codes like this. We need to write down here, and now need to write down here the codes for the drawing here the OTP. First of all, need this here the z text. Inside we need to create here the showing here the text box and also text fields. But the text fields are the not showing here the foreground colors. We need to set this here the clear colors, and accents colors we need to also set here the clears. Now need to first of all the defines here the text field, text fields like this sets here, and we need to setting here blank text placeholder not given this here, and to set here the text as a dollar txt OTP. Then after need to set here the keyboard types, need to set here the number head, and then after foreground colors also need to set here clear colors, and also need to accent colors accent color need to set here the clear colors like this coloring, so need to setting here text fields and to not showing here this text fields. Now we need to show here the horizontal list. First of all, so need to create here the horizontal list, and we need to give this here the space equal space 15. We need to setting here space like here, and then after need to define here the another space variables and also set here the space variables. Then after need to let's OTP codes need to get here txt OTP, and to write down here the map function, so need to call, and transfers need to write down here the string dollar zero like this. So need to returning this here the OTP code, creates here the brackets curly bracket like this setting here. Now we need to get this here the OTP. Now set here the for each loop. We need to set here the for each inside the 0 force because need to for digit this code here and to give this here the index and ins like this conditions we need to set here. Now we need to write down here the text and we need to set here if conditions if indexed OTP codes dot count smaller than to show here the text OTP codes and to set here the indexed value like here and also need to set this here the custom font set here custom font bold and size you need to set here the 20 and need to set here the padding as a 15 like this cells else parts same as need to copy and paste but we need to set here the placeholders text we need to set here so need to set here the placeholder like this configures and look like this showing here and you need to decorate this here the UI first of all now we need to set here frame need to set here the width 15 and also height 15 then after need to set here the background need to set here color white set here the corner radius need to set here the tents and also need to set here the shadow give this here the 2 and look like this show need to set here 3 and now similar to designs showing like this years goods years and this is the text fields are the creatings if you enters here the 3 here like this setting here now also make here the another UI for the clean the UI need to write down here the new files create here the SwiftUI need to write down here the background ground clean inner view is create need to set here the UI representer resemble resume then we need to making here the UI context need to write down here the let view is equal to UI view initialize and need to call this here the dispatch queue main and assigns methods need to call here and to write down here the view dot super view dot question mark oblique super view and we need to set here the background color is equal to clear colors and return this here the view like this we need to write down here and also make sure we need to call here the updates methods like this for the clearing here the backgrounds need to using here now we need to write down here the codes for the similar to designs create like this UI and now creates here the login folder inside the new files and to set here the shift UI need to give this here the name login OTP screen and to create like this set here now create here the set stack create here the rectangle for the to draw here with ignore shape area, and we need to set here the fill color white. With opacity we need to set here 0.4, like this setting here. And after we need to create sears, give this here the prem width and heights, no need sears. Need to write down here view stack, and we need to set here the background color white, and then after we need to set here the corner radius. Need to set here the 15s, and also need to set here the shadow. Need to set here the 4, like this configures, and need to write down here the image. First of all need to draw here the resource, set here the resizables, then to set here the scale to fit, and we need to give this here the width and height. So need to setting here the 100, like this here the setting here. Now need to find out here the image login OTP icons, and we need to paste here. Look like this here the showing here this UI, and also make sure we need to set here the frame width. We need to set here the width percentage. We need to set as a 80%, like this showing here, but here big we need to set here the 70%, like this show. And also need to set here the paddings of the all the UI. Set here the verticals. We need to given this here the vertical padding as a 25, and horizontals paddings also need to set here the HV 15. So need to configure here these extension methods. Second video inside the write down here. If you not see this video, plus first of all the see this video how to write down these two functions. This is the shortcut methods extensions need to develop here, and we need to easy to write down here the codes. Now we need to set here the titles text. Need to enter 4-digit code. Need to set here the font, custom font. Need to set here the bolds, and we need to write down here the 15s, and we need to set here the foreground color, placeholders colors we need to set here, and also increase this here the space. Need to set here the 15 is good. Look like this showing here. So need to set here the regular font, not bold. And now need to create here the another state variables for the OTP, where and txt OTP code, set here blank. Now need to use this here the text OTP fields, and we need to set here the dollars txt code, like this write down here, and to similar to show this like this here the designs, and to set here the 75%. Then after we need to create here the text buttons. We need to write down here for recent buttons. Text now need to copy here, and to paste this here. Now need to set here the color primary text colors, and we need to buttons names. We need to also give this here the recent, like this, and we need to increase here the space 25, and also need to give this here the some bottom space 15. Similar to designs look like this showing here. And now we need to how to call this here these functions. First of all, now need to go inside the sign in with here the mobile screens, and we need to set here the one flag state private where show OTP, and we need to set here the false. Now need to go here and we need to click here the next buttons. We need to set here the true like here. And now we need to write down here the another's full covers with present contents methods. We need to call this here and to write down here the dollar show OTP, and inside we need to pass this here the login OTP screens, and then after we need to set here the background, set here the background colors as a background clean view like this. We need to configure here, and also need to write down here the ignore safe area like here, and to try to show here the preview, not need to run inside the simulator. Now simulators are running done. I have click on the waiting for the loading screens. Click on OTP, and you need to click on next, and look like this showing here these pop-ups. Also need to increase this here the these colors. You need to set here, need to change here, go inside the login OTP, and we need to set here the 70% and again restart this app. OTP next, and look like this to showing this like these designs. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.